what's going on? Muscle Science and Application and Barbell1.com here with Rich Piana at the 2014 Mr. Olympia weekend, and we're here on Sunday. Actually, the event's already over, but the party never stops for this guy. Rich has held his own events, his own competition Friday night, and then his own 225 for reps bench competition this morning. Tell us a little bit about your genesis of those ideas. I just think it's cool. You kind of always are creative and doing your own thing.
Yeah, basically it came from, my mission is to make things right in this industry. And I feel like the supplement industry is, there's a lot of things going on that shouldn't be going on. And I want to bring that to people's attention. And I want to try to change things the best I can as far as the bodybuilding contests and so forth. I feel like that more needs to be given back to the athletes. And I feel like we could have bigger venues, we could have bigger shows. Bodybuilding could grow, into a big sport, but you have to reinvest in the sport. You can't be greedy and just take. You got to give back. And, a lot of these athletes, they kill themselves for, 6 months to a year to compete, and, they get nothing back. And even if they do win, they still get a $10 trophy, but they spend $300-400 just on entry fee and NPC card, and to me, if you're the winner, you need to win something, You can't pay $450 to compete and then get a $10 trophy. It doesn't make any sense. If you're the winner and you won, you shouldn't be losing money winning, right? Does that make sense? So, so the show I did, basically, it was a free entry fee, and it was free to watch the show. And I had free tattoos going on all night. I did a free seminar, I could charge $200 a pop or $100 a pop for a seminar, but do I really need the money that bad? I don't really need the money that bad. I'm making plenty of money doing what I'm doing, and I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy motivating people, and I enjoy, helping the sport out the best I can, and hopefully people enjoy my YouTube videos. It's, motivation, and hopefully I'm educating people on different subject matters. So that's my goal, is, to do what I can to make the sport right. And, I could see bodybuilding, becoming a huge sport. Just the right things have to take place. I own a couple of businesses, as you, and to make the business grow, you have to reinvest into the business. It's not going to grow on its own. So when you make a little bit of money, you take it and you reinvest in the business to make it larger, right? And bodybuilding could become larger and larger and larger if this was happening. And in my personal opinion, it should be happening. It's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with getting ahead. But, in the long run, the more you reinvest in the company, the bigger it's going to be. And it'd be great if that was going on, because, the Mr. Olympia is an incredible contest. These guys are incredible athletes, and I think we should be at an incredible venue. And, I think things could be a lot better. And that's kind of my mission, is to make things the way they should be, and needless to say, if I have to, I'll put on my own show, and I might put on my own show, promote my own show, and basically all the money the contestants give me for entry fees will go back to the contestants. Let me see, I would make money at the door selling tickets to watch a show. I would make money from sponsors. There's all kind of different avenues I would make money. So I believe the athletes should be rewarded. So, if the athletes pay $200 to enter the contest, and I had 200 athletes, that's 40 grand. That 40 grand would go back to the contestants. So first place in each class might be 5-6 grand. Second place, 3 or 4 grand, and so on and so forth. And this is for an amateur show. My whole reasoning is the athletes, I believe, should get something back, because they're paying all this money, they're working hard, and they are the talent. The whole reason a bodybuilding show happens is because the bodybuilders are there competing. People pay to go watch the bodybuilders. So the bodybuilders are not getting anything for that, And I believe that, it would just be better, more fair if they got a little bit back for what they put in, So that's what I would love to see happen. I would love to see the sport grow, a little bit given back to the athletes, and that's my mission, And like, if I have to, I'll promote my own show, like I said, And as soon as, the first show might give away 5 grand, second show might give away 10 grand. If I can get to the point where I'm giving away 20 grand to each winner for an amateur show, I think there's no question, what's going to happen. And, it wouldn't take anything away from me, It would be just, I would still be making money, but the athletes would be getting paid too. So
Nice.
that's my mission.
No, I love your perspective, man. It's funny. People, for as much shit as some people talk and haters that you have, it's like people that actually get to know like what you're all about and what you're trying to do. Definitely mad respect. What about maybe you can talk a little bit about these people that hate on? They say like, oh, Rich Piana, he's he says that he's all about real food, and then he goes and starts a supplement company, like he's a hypocrite and all this type of stuff. But obviously, you're starting supplements that you want to start and kind of doing your own thing. Maybe you can, I guess, address those haters.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's ignorance, a lack of intelligence, because when I was growing up as a teenager, I was drinking Twin Labs 1000, and it was 1,000 calories, and it was basically sugar and shit. That's all it was. And in my mind, by reading all the bodybuilding magazines and seeing all the bodybuilders, advertising the protein powders, I honestly thought that was the best possible way to get the best I could be in bodybuilding, to gain the most muscle. And it took me 3 or 4 years of wasting my money, wasting my time before I realized that food is always going to be number one. Every single competitor getting ready for that Mr. Olympia contest we just had, they were all eating food. None of them were drinking weight gainers. None of them were drinking protein powders. And everybody knows that these true bodybuilders are not drinking this shit. They're not. It's just a fact. And all the national competitors out there, they know the same thing. They eat food, but they're getting paid to say they drink these powders, and I was in the same situation. I was being paid to say I drink these powders. And my mission there is to explain to people that food is better. Never replace food with a powder, ever. And people, I don't give a shit if people buy my product or not, because my product is made to go along with eating food. Now, what I'm talking about is people replacing food with powder. They wake up in the morning, they're tired, they're lazy, they're running late. I'm just gonna make a chocolate whey protein shake and drink it, And I just want people to know that oatmeal and egg whites is always gonna be better than some protein powder. So I think everyone out there knows that. And, I just want people to know what the best way to reach their goals is. And that's obviously the best way. And that's what all these top bodybuilders are doing. They're eating food. So just want all the young ones coming up, to not get put in the same place that me and everyone else went through of drinking protein powders or weight gainers, for the first 3 or 4 years and not getting anywhere. And please, people, read the labels. If it has 20 grams of sugar and it has 20 grams of fat and you're paying for it and it's a powder, why would you think that is good? It makes no sense. Food's always going to be best. And, people say, oh, he talks bad about supplements. No, I'm saying supplements are fine if you use them as a supplement. You don't use them as a meal replacement. I say you got to eat 6 to 10 meals a day. And when I say eat, you got to eat. You got to eat food 6 to 10 meals a day. My supplements are created to go along with eating 6 to 10 meals a day. And if you can't afford that, if food or supplements is always going to be food. If you can't afford, don't buy my supplements. Food is always best. And everything I make is to go along with that theory. And my third product coming out is called Real Food, and what I have in this product is exactly what it says, real food. There's not one thing in it that's not to do with food. There's no sugar, there's no bullshit, there's no words you can't pronounce, it's straight food, and my second product, All Day You May, is, BCAAs, and the way my theory is you're feeding your body like you have an IV drip, and you're feeding it 24 hours a day. You get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, bam, you hit it. Get in the morning to wake up, hit it before bed, in between meals, driving in the car, you're constantly feeding your body 24 hours a day. So to me, it makes perfectly logical sense what I'm doing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't understand how some people, can't understand what I'm saying.
Right.
But what I'm saying is fucking eat food. Throw that protein powder in the garbage. It's shit. Read the ingredients. Just do me a favor, pick up the can, read the ingredients. And you tell me how many words there are that you can't pronounce and you don't know what the fuck it is. But for some reason you're drinking it. Why are you drinking it? You don't even know what you're drinking. Because you saw me or someone else holding the bottle up saying this is the best thing you should do. Yeah. And you're listening instead of using your own brain, coming up with your own, weight gainer powders, sugar, fat, waste the money.
Nice. Cool. So we probably will not see a protein powder ever from 5% Nutrition.
No, man. I mean, you know, all this protein spiking, and not only is it shit, it's also they're trying to rip you off. You know, they're putting less in than they should. They're putting other things in to make the nitrogen go up, to make it look like it has more protein. It's just a big scam, you know. I mean, the truth is if I have 8 egg whites right here and I have 2 scoops of protein powder, do you really know what's in this protein powder? Like, do you really truly know what's in it? You don't. You don't know what the fuck it is. You know, the FDA is not going and checking to make sure everything's this and this and that. They don't, you know, as long as it's safe, that's all they care about.
Could be maltodextrin.
It could be shit, you know, but people, you know, 8 egg whites, you know exactly what you're getting. You know how much protein, there's no doubt. They haven't came up with fake eggs yet. You know, that day may come, but so far the eggs you buy in the store are real. You know, so to me, it just makes logical sense. You know, protein powder is garbage, weight gainers are garbage, and if you're willing to do whatever it takes or you want to be the best you can be, then you need to eat food 6 to 10 meals a day. And there's not very many people out there willing to eat 10 meals a day. They will not put that much work in. They will not. They just won't. You know, and they say, man, how do you get big? I'm trying to. How many meals do you eat? I eat 3 meals and 2 shakes. Man, get the fuck out of my face. You know, don't ask me a stupid question. Eat 10 meals a day. Oh, I can't eat 10 meals a day. How could I eat 10 meals a day? Oh, go take up golf, you know? You know, it's just crazy, you know, how weak-minded people are. And, you know, if you want to be the best you can be, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes. And when you're eating 10 meals a day, you're training 2 to 3 hours a day, then you're going to start getting big, you know? If you're not doing that, then, you know, you're never going to be big.
Fair enough. No, I think it's a fair point. I think a lot of times people, it's like they base stuff off of scientific studies, and I am kind of a science-based guy with a lot of my stuff, but reality is the extreme training and stuff that people are doing is not what's studied, so a lot of times you got to go beyond that and do something different. I know you're trying to get off to eat, so we'll let you roll, but where's the next place people can find you at, see you in person?
I'll be at the LA Expo. I'm doing a couple store signings between now and then, but I'm not sure exactly where I'll be. I know I'm going to Texas, going to Alabama, but the next for sure gig is LA Expo, you know. It's going to be awesome, and we're going to be doing the same thing there. You know, free tattoos, probably a free show. You know, I'll probably do a couple free seminars. You know, and just give back. You know, my fans are helping me tremendously. I enjoy helping people, and I want to give back.
Sick. Nice. Well, thanks, Rich, for your time. We'll catch you at the LA Fit Expo. Until next time, Muscle Science Application.